Hey families, so I've got another fun activity for you today. I'm actually going to make something called a grassy head. It's kind of similar to if you've seen the chia pets, in the drugstores. We're going to make our own little chia pet. So what you need is a cup, and it can be any cup. I like to use a clear cup because you can see the roots when things start growing, and it kind of gives the kids a idea of what happens underneath the ground as plants are growing. But you can use a styrofoam cup or a solo cup, anything like that. You're going to fill it with soil. I use potting soil because it does have some fertilizer in it, and it kind of helps the growing process speed up. So that's the first thing that you're going to need, a cup and some potting soil. And then my husband has this grass seed at home. It's the Scott's Turf Builder. It's a quick fix mix, so it should grow within 4 to 7 days. So it'll germinate pretty quick, all right? So I'm going to show you what these seeds look like, because remember we did an activity where we used lima beans to show you what a seed coat looks like and what the inside of a seed looks like, but that was a pretty big seed. These are very tiny, so I'm going to kind of position the camera to hopefully show you how small they are. Can you see that? So they're very, very tiny seeds, all right? And what I've done is I have put some seeds in a cup, and it'll make it easier for me to spread it onto the top. So I'm just going to put some seeds on the top of my soil. I don't even have to plant them. I'm just putting them on top. I'm laying them on top, kind of making a layer of seeds. Okay, so that's the next step. And then I'm going to water them. Okay, now each day I'm going to water them, but I'm going to pay close attention to how much water they need, because I'm not going to put a hole in the bottom here. I'm just going to keep it as is. So the water is going to kind of collect in this cup. So you don't want to drown your seeds, because if you do that, they might not live. So I'm just going to shower them each day, maybe spritz them each day, just to give them some moisture, but I'm not going to drown them in water. So we need soil, we need a seed, we're going to need water. What was the other thing we need to make it grow? Sunlight. So we've got to pick a spot where our grassy head is going to get some sun. So I'm going to stop the video for a minute, and I'll show you where I'm going to put my grassy head. Okay, families, so what I have done is I have put a row of grassy heads on my back windowsill. I didn't put them outside because the birds, I was afraid the birds would try to eat my seed. So I'm going to put them on the windowsill, and this will work. I promise. I've done it before. So every day I'm going to give them a little spritz of water, and we're going to just see what happens together. We're going to observe each day to see if we see any growth coming, all right? And once they start growing, you're going to see it start coming up, and it's going to start looking like hair. That's why I call it a grassy head, because it's going to have a grassy head. And then your child can either draw a face on their cup, or they can take a picture of themselves making a silly face, and you can print it off and then cut it out and glue it onto the cup to make it look like their face and their hair, but it's going to be a silly face. All right, so I hope that you enjoy this activity, and we'll check back in later to see about the growth of our grassy heads. Have fun!